Alrighty friends, welcome back to the channel if you're new here. So let's get on with today's video, which is of course my monthly wrap up, my favorite time of the month. These are legit falling already. I love this start to the video. Okay, these are all the books I read this month. A lot of mangas, I say. Okay, before I was really interrupted by a call. As always, these books are in order of which I finished them, and as well too, I'll always put the star rating down below because there are quite a lot of books I read this month, surprisingly. Even though I had a crappy month of like real world stuff of like the worst birthday ever I think I've ever had, and as well too like I got like personal stuff. Hate it. If you know, you know from my Instagram story because I posted about it before, but my birthday week was just not it. It was so horrible. And then bad thing after bad thing happened on my actual birthday, like crazy. I was not having it this month. Like seriously, what do you mean? But yeah, these are all the books I read this month. It's quite a lot. I even did like a 24-hour readathon. The vlog will be coming to you hopefully this month in December before the end of the year for sure, hopefully. But it's quite a lot I read. But yeah, let's go into them because it's quite a lot of books. So the first book, obviously, I finished this month. I want to give it 6 stars. Hopefully the reading vlog for this one is coming up next. I have it planned already. But yeah, I gave it 6 freaking stars. I don't want to spoil it, but like literally I see why everyone says this one is the heart-wrenching novel compared to Blackwater Arc, and that's saying something because Blackwater Arc, I was crying so much. Like if you know, you know from my reading vlog of me crying so much, and then this one so much worse because we finally get the backstory more of Shirley-Ann and like what happened after the war and how he got banished from, you know, the heavens and what happened to his mom and dad. And then like backstab after backstab, and then oh my god, I'm gonna cry. This was so much to handle. And then 2 the photos did not help. Oh my god. And then 2, like at least that 2 in the beginning we have like some happy moments here and there, but overall I just cried so much. I see why now people say this one is literally the heart-wrenching one. And of course too, I annotated this baby. As always, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but this was a roller coaster and I will probably never reread this. Like, what do you mean all that happened? What? That's all I'm gonna say without spoiling it because there's so much thoughts I had to this novel in my reading vlog, but making it spoiler free for y'all if y'all want to pick up the series. It's not lighthearted. Always look up trigger warnings for this series. Any Danmei, to be honest, is very heavy. They are not lighthearted if you want something to cry and ache like damn and care about characters that are very built up and make it feel like a real person. Yes, fictional characters. MXTX knows what they're doing because wow. Next up, I read Moriarty, the Patriot Volume 3, the manga. I gave this one 5 stars. This one was not light at all either. I was like, Chloe, what did I just read? Because this one was so sad about these children getting kidnapped and like, you know, the rich people. And they do vile things to these poor kids. Like a bunch of stuff, not just one thing, a bunch of stuff. And I hate rich people. Like, I'm so glad I was not born during like a society of this back then because that's crazy. Like a bunch of this stuff could have happened then. It's just, oh, so crazy to me. But yeah, I was not expecting that stuff to happen. I even cried a little bit because I was like, what do you mean? These poor kids, like these are homeless little kids off on the streets and these rich people come and take them, offering them candy and like, you know, well situated place, and then that stuff happens where it's like kind of like the Hunger Games. Nope, that was not okay with me. Did not like that, but I gave it 5 stars because too, of course, the gang goes and like saves these children and like we learn a little bit more about the characters a bit. And yeah. Next up, I listened to this on audiobook. It is The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. I believe this is her debut. I believe it's a woman, right? Yes. Oh, she's a writer and practicing therapist. That's crazy. But for her debut novel, I gave it like a 3 stars, to be honest. I can kind of see how it's a debut, to be honest, with how it was like written and paced, I feel like. The beginning, of course, was very slow, and I wanted to smack the main characters so many times in the beginning because I just didn't care for our main character. The last bit finally got so good, but not something I would remember forever, of these ladies going on writing retreat for their novel or whatever, and there's this famous novelist that everyone knows And so they're trying to like win her over, and whoever gets first place technically after the writing retreat will get their book published by her. But there's a plot twist about that, and there's a bunch of stuff happening about a girl going missing, and then two, we learn about what this thing has in store about the writing retreat. It's a darker turn. So yeah, but I think it would have been more fun if the writing in the beginning wasn't so slow and the main character being so annoying. I feel like, I don't know, they were just annoying to me. I couldn't care about them whatsoever. Or to like the characters at all. Like, I thought it was mid, you know, so it was okay. Like a little suspense here and there, but nothing like too memorizing for me. Not my cup of tea. So yeah, a 3-star for that one. Next up, I finished this one on audiobook, which is Foxglove, which is novel 2 in the Belladonna series by Adeline Grace. I gave this one 5 stars, surprisingly. I figured this one was going to be better to me. I was enjoying the new character we meet and getting to know more about Signa, which later on we find out at the really end of who that this new character is looking for is someone that I admire and is my new favorite character within this series. I really love them so much. I figured I would after learning more about them in this novel and to kind of the end of book 1. So yeah, this was really good. I kind of liked it a bit more with like the, I don't know, like, because they're not really focused heavily on the mystery here. It's more focused on this love triangle thing. And then too, like, as well, this new character from book 1 that we're finally get to know. So that's why I liked it a bit more. Kind of more my cup of tea. I really liked it a lot. Next up, I did this during, I think, a 24-hour challenge with that one and these ones coming up. But for nostalgia reasons, and of course I bought the series, Wolf Girl and Black Prince. And I didn't know that Crunchyroll took it off already. So I can't even watch the anime for nostalgia reasons. Where the heck am I supposed to watch it? Because there's no Funimation either no more. It's combined with Crunchyroll. You bought Funimation, Crunchyroll. Keep a bunch of the animes on there, please and thank you. So I at least had the manga to get nostalgia reasons of it at least. But I just want to watch the anime again. So I'm going to have to figure out where to watch it. Sorry, Crunchyroll. I'm paying for you. You better give me back some of my nostalgia anime. But yeah, I really love Wolf Girl and Black Prince. I gave this one 4 stars because I mainly read it for nostalgia reasons, and as well too the chemistry we see later on in the build-up, and too the funniness within this is so funny to me at least. Like, it's just so cute because I know what the outcome's gonna be eventually. But yeah, of course, you know, he's kind of like a little jerk with Koya and Erica. Their little story is so witty to me so far, of him treating her like a dog. Like, it's so weird and funny, but like, I don't know, it just shows kind of like what I'm into. Maybe not, but I think it's just so sweet of these characters in high school, of this little fake relationship that they're doing. So next up, this was for Chloe's in the bungalow server, the pick for this month. I think too she's doing it as the slow reader friendly challenge too, so as well for December, but I finished it this month in November, which is A City in Charlotte. She gifted this to me on my birthday last year, I believe, or Christmas last year. One of those two. But I gave it 4.75 stars. Almost a 5-star, but not quite. It's such an easy book to get into, always keeping you on your toes, obviously, with the, you know, the mystery elements of this, and as well too a little bit of the romance. Like, they're so cute. Please. As well too, I annotated this book as well. I don't know if the annotations are going to show, but I really enjoyed this book a lot. It's so good. I love reading through Jamie's point of view, so we're in the dark as well as him from Charlotte, so we kind of don't know too much about what Charlotte's thinking, what her plan is. And I kind of like that because like we get to follow and like be amazed and learn more through Jamie's point of view of like the characters and everything in this world, and how Charlotte is working with this case. It's so crazy because they're being framed for a murder after Jamie beat up this one dude because he was kind of making, you know, remarks about Charlotte, and Jamie wants to be friends with Charlotte because Jamie doesn't have friends at this new boarding school. So yeah, and now Charlotte and Jamie are being framed for it, and we get to follow along to find out who is framing them. And so too, I kind of figured out later on, in a way, I predicted something that was something else than the big plot. I was like, oh, that's kind of messed up. But I liked it nonetheless. Very easy to get into, I would say. And it's a series, so I can't wait to read the next novel in the series. Next up as well, I finished Moriarty the Patriot Volume 4. I gave this one 5 stars. Getting to know more about Moran and Sherlock running into the brothers with a new murder that needs solving. That is actually on a tray, which is so interesting to me. I can't wait because it kind of ended on the cliffhanger there of like, oh, I don't want to spoil it. But one of the characters having blood on themselves. I'm not gonna say who, not gonna say if it's on Moriarty or Sherlock's, you know, group, but I can't wait to know about that. And I need to read actually the next one, probably after I'm done filming this video. We'll see. But yeah, I really like this one. Bit more about learning about the characters, which I always love in books. Next up, I gave this one 4.5 stars, which is Kami-sama Kiss Volume 8. I love Tomo. I freaking love Nanami. I really love this story so much. Oh, I can't wait to watch the anime. I'm hoping it's on Crunchyroll still. I have to look into that. But yeah, I gave this one 4.5 stars because in the beginning I wasn't too much of a fan of, you know, them being in the ghost realm, I think, right? Or something like that. A different realm, basically. And Nanami's not supposed to be there because, you know, she's alive. And then as well, too, we learn about Tomo and his feelings of, like, being like, and as well, too, we get to learn a little bit something about Tomo, kind of realizing about something in his past, which we kind of already learned from, I think, Volume 4 or something like that. More towards the beginning-ish, but yeah, I really love the art style too of Kami-sama Kiss. I really love the covers. They just speak to me. And I really love the series so much. I cannot wait to watch the anime eventually. Like, I even have a Nendoroid already of Tomo because I just love Tomo so much. Like, he a baddie. So, yeah. That's all I read this month in November. I don't know if this video is long or not, but I hope you all enjoyed it nonetheless. And as well to pick up some series that I mentioned, especially Kami-sama Kiss. I really love the series so far, like I said. And as well too, MXTX's works. They have more series than just TGCF, which is Heaven Official's Blessing. They also have Matasushi, which is MDZS. And they have Self-Saving Something Scum Villain, SVSSS. So yeah. I gotta check out that series eventually because I am currently reading MDZS, which I'm going to start next year because I'm trying to finish TGCF, which, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I was supposed to as well finish Volume 7 this month, actually. Did not get to it. I'm currently reading it. I'm hoping to finish it next month in December and as well go straight into Volume 8 to finish before the end of the year because I started TGCF this year in February. So it would mean a lot to me if I finished TGCF this year when I started it, like a completed series already in, you know, the year I started it. Kind of crazy that I continued a series like that. Usually I just abandon series or like I DNF'd it. But this series so far is so good to me. I'm so glad I did not DNF it. Like these characters are, I love me some pain hitting books. If you want to know something like that about me, I love heart-wrenching characters. Like books written about these characters. Characters that I get to know about. Characters I feel for and I feel like are real, too real. And as well too, just a beautiful little love story on the side. So good. But yeah, anyways, hope you all have a good day, good night, morning, whatever time it is for you and this video reaches you. And until next time, I'll see you very soon. So much content still coming your way, as I mentioned, because I suck at editing. There's so much videos I have in store for you to come out. Anyways, bye. Wait, no, correction. Bye.